What's up, Michelle? How are you?
How you doing over there?
We are beyond blessed over here. You have dogs on you coming off of. You have a UFC win glow.
Yeah, like a kid in candy.
Very true. Very true.
Getting way too much puppy love.
Oh,
hey, you're fine. Co's getting sat on. Caesar's insane. We're just.
Really wants me to throw the toy.
Yeah, he does.
Okay. I'll do one, and then Elle, please take it away. I guess, Michelle, we've been following your career for multiple years. Was that week, and then the fight, and then the win, and the post-fight stuff, was it everything you kind of wanted to be, dream of it to be?
It's hard to dream of that kind of thing, and like never fighting pro in front of my parents, fighting in Australia, UFC debut, like all things that you haven't got like a preconceived like experience of. And so there's certain parts that you could like imagine and be like, yep, that feels right. And then the rest of it was just, you just taking it, like throwing caution to the wind and hoping you fly all good, So everything that happened was for me, barring mistakes in the fight and that there, which every fighter's going to have in their own opinion, it was perfect, the way the staff handles and treats you as well and everything. And yeah, I was blown away.
Really? So you did feel the difference from nothing against other promotions beforehand? You did kind of feel like, oh, yeah, this is the UFC machine behind you?
I mean, as an athlete, it's all sort of the same thing, I think the difference was the amount of media coverage. And my brother he's not a fighter. He's just a scrappy boy, but he was blown away too. Like the messages he would get compared to when I was in the PFL, like supportive ones and things, and people reaching out was, a pretty cool sense of pride for my country and family, like last name and stuff. But it's not like it's brand new to the fight scene. It's just a lot more people tune into the UFC. Obviously, it's a fact. So the exposure was pretty different.
Well, and I feel like these more local cards as well, they just bring a different energy. They bring different eyes. And so like to be in Perth, to be in Australia, so close to your home country, like that's got to add to the experience as well.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Like I wouldn't normally be in the red corner on a debut against the Guilds Head fights, but they, I guess probably because of the home crowd and stuff like that, their home crowd, like it, yeah, I was like this. I was getting smothered by cheers.
I love it. Was there anything in there? Of course, still undefeated. Stoppages, always getting that rear naked choke. Did you feel like, hey, with making your UFC debut and maybe with more eyes on you more than ever, did you have any pressure? Did you feel anything? Oh, I need to get a finish, or you were just, hey, taking it, whatever came to you, and hey, you won. It's hard to win in the UFC, and just keep the train moving.
No, it wasn't like there was pressure to finish because the others have been finishers. Obviously, whatever happens in a fight happens. But I certainly was frustrated isn't the right word, because I wasn't frustrated in there. Everything was just happening in a blur. I wasn't able to slow it down, which happens. And the only time you can slow it down is when you're sparring. Every fight you can't until I'm on the ground. But even on the ground, I couldn't like pause and be like, oh, switch your arms or like finish it like this. Like those things that I didn't finish in the fight submission wise, like I can always finish. And I was like, or at least transition to something better and finish the next thing. It was a weird, mentally I was all there on the ground, but I certainly physically was rushing through things. And I don't know, I mean, just all the environment around, and I think also the only thing I remember feeling is that once I started bleeding from that cut in the first round, like when she was on the bottom, and I had no idea like if it was like bad. And I know they stopped like Shatara's fight for a cut above the arse. So all I knew it was warm and that was bleeding, dripping down everywhere. So I thought, I have to probably finish this in case they stop it. But I didn't know how bad it was. And when they must have put a replay on when I was going to my corner between the two rounds, and I heard all the crowd go, ooh, and I was like, don't look. Like I was cautious about getting elbowed again and having it bust wide open. And I think that was in my mind of playing it too safe and, not trusting my submission game on the ground. Some of those near finish positions,
And with that being said, too, like Luana Carolina, like she has a lot of experience. You're talking about, I wasn't able to slow the fight down. I wasn't able to get the finish. This girl, this was her 10th promotional fight. So does that give you some confidence going into this division now, knowing that you beat a girl that has had 10 fights in the UFC, still has a winning UFC record, and most people don't make their debut against someone with that level of experience?
Yeah, in a sense, I think the biggest confidence I get is that I got 3 rounds, right? In the last 2 years, I've fought less than 5 minutes. So to have one fight of 15 this year, like, massive for me to take that into the bank, figuratively speaking. And so I think the biggest confidence comes from knowing, I can visually see every moment where I was making errors on the ground, like holding the wrist not in here for the elbows, or like the submissions that I just had small things wrong that I normally shouldn't. So all those small bits actually are like photographically implanted in my brain. And, even not listening to coach on the feet, she's landed that hook the whole time and I'm still throwing the jab first instead of like the two, like all that small things that could have saved me a little bit of grief in there. Right. I've really like ingrained in my brain. So I think that's the biggest benefit against a girl that was a bit, as chaotic as me, right? Like no like real rhyme or rhythm to it. But still landing. So I'm like, if this girl's landing like this, then girls that are more like finesse, like have a route to go. So at least I can see in my head very clearly those are the areas. So her record, I mean, to a certain extent in the women's division, records can mean something and then they also cannot. I watched her fights, and the fights that she won, the girls that she fought, the grapplers, barring obviously Molly fight, the girls were doing so good, then they'd make a mistake. Like the judo girl, every time she'd take her down off the wall, she was getting swept on the way down. Right. So something that I don't do is like I take you down wrestling style, like to your back. And so that sort of thing there, I was like, okay, I have confidence that I can finish this. Her last few wins, I was like, yeah, she did fight well. The other girl fought almost good. So I knew that, that was the record, but we can see where we can go on this.
Yeah. I mean, go ahead, Dave. You have something?
I was going to say one more thing, and then there's a couple questions, and then Elle, please take it away. One thing I had for you, Michelle, is the PFL, when you were kind of like in and out, it was the contenders, like their challenger series. You really didn't have like some set dates. Usually the UFC, will get you 2 or 3 dates kind of booked. Also, I know that they're going back to that side of, the world in February or March. I think it's February. Is that kind of like, I hopefully got that penciled and you're going to be in that area? Would you be happy in that area, or would you want to fight in Vegas? Is there another spot you want to go to? What's kind of next for you? Do you have something in mind?
Well, I was talking to Amanda yesterday. I'm trying to get on in December, right? Because if I wait till February, that's almost half a year between the two, and then you take more rest and you maybe get another fight. It's just, if we're obviously, we're probably going to be in the lineup for the Sydney card in February. They like to put locals down there. Obviously, it's a good thing. But I've got a lot of little areas to fix up, and it's my debut, so I'm on catch-up mode, right? Like these girls have been in there already. You got me and Bea making our debuts and stuff, and Bea's been in the grappling game for a long time. Like I started MMA, everything at the same time only 10 years ago. So I finally like got my foot in the door, and now it's not time to like rest on my laurels. Like I'm in catch-up mode, right? So for me, that how much experience I got in that 15 minutes, I want to do that again this year. And I know there's no featherweight girls booked this year still. I'm at bantamweight. So there's no actually fights booked for any of the girls in that division this year that I can find. So take out the girls that have got something next year or injured. That there's got to be a couple there where it's still someone's comment, Michelle versus Irene Aldana.
Oh,
does Michelle miss a night out in Vegas? Oh, Roto Vegas hard. And then so anyway, like obviously they're not going to give me that fight, but like she's fairly ranked. But shit, I'm not going to say no to anybody. I mean, my coaches or manager might, but me personally, I won't be saying no to anybody. Someone said Chelsea Chandler. I'm like, I would love to get the 1-2 want to do.
Oh, this was Luana was grabbing the inside of Michelle's glove in round 3, shaking my head.
I know. I actually, honestly, not that mad because it took me so long to get to the rear naked. Every time I went to go to her back, she defended so well, which is when I should have finished another way, and I didn't. So when I finally got to the back, and then I was like, man, why is she so strong all of a sudden? What the heck? And I look over and her hand is in here because the gloves I didn't fit this woman's smallest ones or biggest ones. So I had the men's small, but they were gaping, and it was a whole thing. So anyway, I remember yelling in her ear. I was like, looked over and I seen it, and I was like, bro, get your hand out my glove. And she like even doesn't speak English, but she was like straight away took it out.
My bad.
I told her, I don't know what. Okay, I said, bro, get your hand out my glove. But honestly, I see that shit happen all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's just a veteran move like that. You get a little bit and then get a warning. There's just those small things that, you know, even if I don't do, people are going to do them to save their neck, right? And so I need to,
you be prepared for it.
Have it wrapped up tighter and like have the choke deep before I start fighting for it. Like, so so it's whatever.
We'll do this comment. I have one more question for her. Who does Michelle think from the PFL that can become a top UFC fighter one day?
I think we all know. Say it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dakota.
I don't even. Izzy Boy just wanted us to say Dakota because he asked something about Dakota earlier in the comment section. I want to go back to one other person that you brought up. You brought up Bia making her debut. Obviously, beautiful performance.
Oh my
as well. There's something in the water for the bantamweights at ATT. You have Kayla there, Bia, Yana just coming off of a great win. Coming off of a great win. There's a ton of momentum for you guys, but also I think something really special is the grappling that a lot of you guys bring to the table. What do you feel like is different about the room and your just this little team that you guys have?
I think that we're in a unique position there where we have the greatest judoka in the world, Kayla. We have the greatest jiu-jitsu artist in the world, Bia. And then we have enough of us, ones like Yana, myself, and Claudia as well, in that way, that are, you know, reasonably good or could be the best at another gym. It may be in that area, will dominate someone. But putting us in that group together, and we all respect each other so well, like even Bia and Kayla, like they can go around and it's all respect and good hard work. So when you have that and you're not the best in the room every day of the week at every session, someone always edges you out, like that improves us all together, right? I remember back in New Zealand, like if I'm training somewhere and I'm thinking, am I doing this grappling comp? Am I better than this? Like I'm thinking like, what am I like against like the girls and like the top of the world, right? And like when I first came over to ATT, I was getting freaking Marina was getting me with a head and arm choke every day. And I was like, what the, you know, like it's just like when you're around that environment all the time, you're going to improve, right? And so having even the top girls amongst us and each other, you find ways that you can survive better for 5 minutes, and you find ways that you can, hold a position better for 5 minutes. Like even if you don't get the finish, like they will push you to just hold on, you know? So I think that for us is that. And plus they do spike that water pretty good.
With that being said, just to do devil's advocate, and I usually don't, Michelle, you know I'm very usually positive, especially with you, my friend. That's a lot of the division, especially a lot of youth good of that division, all at one camp. Does that worry you that sometimes the lightweights, Grant Dawson, Moicano, Gamrot, when Dustin was doing his thing, it's a lot. Chris Duncan is on the way. It's a lot in one weight class. Are you worried at all that sooner or later you might have to cross-decaminate kind of a thing?
Well, luckily for us, Pahumpa's in charge of most of us. So, I mean, they initially, when they called Pahumpa, I think Miko Hunter, and asked about, for Michelle, what about Bia? And Pahumpa's like, whoa. So immediately they were like, oh, shit. So I think, personally, we're, for the most part, on different trajectories. Like we've got Kayla, you know, at the top and, you know, finishing up like her, like world reign, right? She's got a whole life outside of the gym as well, you know. Some of us, we still have to make a name for ourselves, a bank for ourselves, like no house, no kids, all these things, right? So she is probably going to be sorted before, like, you know, me or Bia are near that area, or Yana, right? And Yana's already said, you know, as long as Kayla's the champ, she's not fighting her.
Right. And she's kind of still in the middle of the rankings.
She's got some people there that she's
still all kind of spaced out.
Bia, after her performance and her accolades as well, is probably going to be fighting girls ranked up quicker than me, and that's probably a fact. Looking at numbers and performances, you know, like the eras made and things. So me and Claudia might be fighting similar kind of girls. But when you think, oh, that's a lot of girls in one division, when you actually zoom out, there's a shit ton of girls that aren't at the gym that none of us have. So yeah, I really don't think it would happen. The only chance would be, say, you're in the top 3, but no. To fit it all together, you end up fighting each other. Touch wood, pretty unlikely.
All right, Dave. Dave, I know we went a smidge over what you normally would like us to for the StreamYard.
For Michelle, anything. Okay, anything for Michelle.
Anything.
It's her show. It's her show, dude. I just want personally. I've always appreciated. You've always been. Huh?
It's the puppy show. We're just living in it.
Yeah, that's very true. I was just gonna say to Michelle, she's always been super, super kind to me. It's been. I forget. I think it was Icon. I think, or was it PFL then Icon? You just always been really, really nice to me and us at Fight Finesse. So I just want to say thank you. We appreciate you very much.
And same goes for you guys as well. You know, it's a pleasure to be on, and it was such good company.
It's been really cool to just watch you progress. You know, get to the UFC. I'm super excited to see.
This is Michelle's career.
Like, right, we just take it easy, and now we need to just lock it down and just.
Okay.
Also,
it's like the boost. You know those roller coasters in Orlando? You get like the boost to right off the.
And you see some of them get stuck on the rise. Go for that.
Don't do that. But I'm good, Ellen. If you have anything else for Michelle, it's totally up to you. If not, we're.
Well, okay. So you brought up December. You brought up the possibility of Sydney in February. Is there a name that is in your mind for either one of those dates?
I wish I could remember the name that Yana told me. I don't know if it was Norma or someone else. I can't remember, dude. We're in the car driving out Utah. It was all blurred. But I mean, someone posted up Chelsea Chandler. I'm like, you know, we're at similar stages, you know, and she's a big unit, and wouldn't mind humbling her if she's finished running around the cage.
That made for some great memes. I have to admit, I did feel kind of bad for Chelsea Chandler.
I did too, but also like, why the fuck did you do that?
Why did you do that?
So anyway, M versus double M versus the double C. What are they gonna do?
Let's do it.
I love it.
Call out for Chelsea Chandler for December. The
artwork is already getting made up right now.
And if you find someone else, plug it in the artwork. It's cool.
As long as Michelle's on one half.
Yeah. She'll like it. There we go. Well, very cool. Well, like I said, we immensely appreciate you live and also at L. Dawson's house. It's always a pleasure. It's always a fun.
I'm coming.
All right, we got to do another card break soon. Card break or a watch along at the Dawson's house. And Michelle, we would love if you would be involved.
Yeah, and I'll be on time this time, so I don't miss the big ones.
You're good. The card breaks last longer.
Oh God, right there.
Is that the Kayla card?
Yeah.
Shit.
That was so cool. Yeah. I can't believe she pulled her own card.
Yeah, no, I would say staged if it could be, but it's not, so that's pretty cool.
There's some pretty strong Zins over there too.
Hey.
PT brought in Italian Zins. I think they're 13s. It's the purple one.
Oh yeah, extra strong. Ooh, okie dokie.
He's got an open.
We got 14.7 gram. That puts my little American one just.
Look at that.
Ooh, what is in? Oh yeah, you love that Zin so much. I'm like,
we appreciate it. All right, with Jillian Robertson, Grant Dawson, Michelle Monatgue, L. Dawson. Oh, I'm off.
There you are. Sorry, I was trying to bring you back so you could talk to the people. I think I muted you. Say it again.
It's not the first time, L, and it definitely won't be the last. Guys, L. Dawson is back December 5th in Kansas City. Grant Dawson, December 6th. Jillian Robertson, December 13th. Michelle, I need a fight. I'm trying to get in this Fight Bananas fight camp there. So if you got, you know
you trying to have
another commentator?
You trying to fight?
Dude, I get my head off the center line so good.
If there's another 40-year-old commentator out there that's ready to throw down.
I did a podcast with him once. Yeah. Got a license for those babies. Open seal carry.
All right, we're out of here. Michelle, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. We'll see everyone. I think Friday at 10 or 11 now.
Probably earlier than that because I have
on the spot. We'll see you live. That fight announcement's gonna be awesome. I can't wait.